Hi everyone, we've got Sima Mangu from Hourglass Business Services with us today, and she will tell us a little bit about her business and her experience as an entrepreneur. So Sima, could you tell us about Hourglass Business Services, what it is that you do?
Sure. So Hourglass Business Services is a business consultancy. I started it around 3 years ago.
Okay, that's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, and the aim is to help small businesses with their admin, social media, workshop planning. So essentially offering virtual assistant services as well as business planning and strategy support as well. So a bit wider than virtual assistant services at the same time.
So how did it come about? Did you wake up one day and thought, okay, this is what I want to do, quit your job and start it?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'd never dreamed of owning my own business actually, ever. I had quit my job a few months previously.
Okay.
I was job hunting. I was looking for something flexible. The more I was job hunting, the more I was at home. I was like, okay, I like this flexible working. I'm not missing being in an office. I realised an office environment wasn't for me. And then I came across the virtual assistant world and running your own business. And I thought, I'll give it a go.
Sounds really
You
good.
know, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
True.
And you know,
You can always try something different.
thankfully, it's worked.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So how has your journey as an entrepreneur been so far? How did you find it?
So far, it has been fantastic at times, but honestly, it's been very difficult at times as well.
Wow.
I think before I started, I didn't realise how much emotion was involved in it. There's the highs and lows of winning a client moving on, going networking, even on a bad day, forcing yourself to smile in front of people.
That's the hardest. I really hate doing that.
Exactly, yeah, and you really have to put yourself out there.
Or, get on the camera.
Yeah, get on the camera, exactly, yeah. And you're really opening up another side of your personality and another side of your business mind and your skills and abilities. And you have people questioning those at times.
True.
Whereas when you're in a job, people are like, okay, they're in this job, they can do it.
Yeah.
Fine. Somebody else has done that assessment. Whereas with each and every client that you have, it's a brand new assessment coming up, it's a brand new interview, you have to go through that.
Actually, that's a very good point.
Sometimes I love doing it. Sometimes I like proving myself, but then other times I'm just like, but I know I can do this. I know. I've said this a million times before, I know. But as well as, the highs and lows, one of the big things for me has been meeting people from all different backgrounds.
Yeah.
In a job, you can meet a certain, spectrum of people, but you meet so many others running their own businesses, and you hear stories even more so about why they started their own business.
The stories are amazing.
Hurdles, exactly, and that's one thing I really love about this journey that I'm on at the moment.
Brilliant. So speaking of hurdles, what's been your biggest challenge so far?
It was a challenge. It's not anymore.
Okay.
It's the number of hats that you wear as a business owner.
Yeah.
You're an accountant, you're an administrator, you're a marketeer, you're the procurement service, you're the IT department. Just having to wear all of those different hats in any one day. My biggest hurdle at the start was thinking, okay, I'm this person with all of these different roles. What do I need to do and what do I need to learn? So the challenge was about learning what I can do in that capacity and where I needed that support from external people.
What's been your biggest learning experience, and what have you learned through this journey?
I think it's just about what I can do, what I'm capable of. Now, I mentioned before that I'd never thought about running my own business. I never thought, it was something I could do. But one of the things I've learned is that if you put your mind to something, you can do it. If you really want something, you can do it. If you focus on the positives more than the negatives, anything is possible. You can reach as high as you want.
Very wise words.
You don't have to reach that high. If you don't want to reach high, that's fine. Your aims and your goals are yours, nobody else's. Yeah. And that's what many new business owners I've noticed haven't found.
So how do you learn? Where do you learn from?
I learn from others. Talking to people like yourself, talking to business owners, talking to startups. Everybody has their own learning environment, so talking to them, they know about the new technology more so than me. I'm a bit more old school. But then talking to business owners who have been running their own businesses for 10, 20, 30 years, obviously they're doing something very well to last that long.
Well, it's fantastic working with so many people because everybody will bring something new to the picture, and Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. So what does your typical day look like?
Um, there's no such thing. I think the only thing consistent in my day is probably the time I wake up in the morning.
Okay, what time do you wake up?
So I wake up 6:30.
No way! That's very
6:30,
early. Are you a
yeah.
morning person?
I am, so I like to
Okay.
get things done in the morning.
Okay.
So I'll go to the gym in the morning on a
Ah,
few
I
days.
see.
If I'm not going to the gym, if I'm feeling a bit lazy, I'll watch TV for half an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm doing something to wake myself up. So I'm never straight at my
Yeah.
computer. And then it's whatever the day brings. Maybe I have client work on.
Yeah.
Maybe I have an event to go to in the morning or the afternoon. Maybe I'm working from home that day. If I am, it means I don't have to shower yet. If I'm going to a co-working space, then obviously I'll get ready to go out. But yeah, you know, being self-employed, for me, it's fantastic not to have a routine, because I think
True.
that's what I found having a proper job. You know, waking up, making sure I'm getting that
Yeah.
train to get to work for that time. Having that meeting every Monday of every week, you know, it just got monotonous for me. And
It
I
does.
found that running my own business and making sure I don't have a routine and not having a typical day really works for me.
So if you had a piece of advice for other entrepreneurs, if there was just like one thing that you could tell them before they start, what would that be?
I think it would be your own person.
Okay, what
Don't
do you
try
mean?
to copy anybody else. You know, don't look at Richard Branson and just say, I can be him,
Yeah.
because you've been on your own life path. You've learned different things. You've grown up in a different decade, maybe. Trying to copy what somebody else can do
Yeah.
means that you're just doing what they're doing. You're not making it your own. And there's so much more benefit and achievement when you've created something for yourself and you haven't tried to copy others. You know, you can take tips from others. You can look at what other people are doing, but, you know, don't try and be somebody else. Be yourself.
I agree with that. I mean, whatever we do, we always start with Google research,
Yeah.
because you just kind of want to get an idea of what's out there. But it's
Yeah.
up to you to choose what you take. You
Exactly.
can't really just kind of, there's no magic recipe for
Yeah.
business.
Exactly, and there's so many different ways of doing things nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, you have to find what works for you. You know, what works for your strengths, your skills, your goals in life, what you want from life as well.
Is there any book that you read that kind of stood out for you in particular?
So I've just finished reading one called Originals by Adam
Okay.
Grant, and that's all about original thinking and how in big corporates, individuals have been suggesting things, and sometimes they get knocked down, sometimes they get pulled up, say, oh, that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
And it's all about, you know, not being shy to bring your idea forward, and, you know, you never know where it can take you, so it's always best to speak up. Groupthink is something that, you know, you're taught in school sometimes,
Yeah.
but actually being original and unique in your thinking is sometimes very helpful as well. It's about being confident to speak up for yourself, because you never know where it can take you.
Of course.
And then the other one is a book called Dear Female Founder. It's a collection of letters by female founders, and the way the book's divided, it's your ideas phase, I think, then your startup phase, and then your in business phase. And it's letters, like they're only about a page and a half long, from female founders who have been there, and they're talking about what they went through, both emotionally, mentally, physically, and business-wise on their journeys. And that's really good just to dip into, just to remind yourself that you're not alone in the business world. You're not alone with your struggles. Other people have been there, done that. So
It does
you know,
feel
it's very
a little bit
comforting.
lonely sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
So yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And I know you said you use social media. You even helped people with their
Yeah.
social media before. What do you find works best on social media?
So I guess it depends on what industry they're
Yeah.
in, actually. For me, I use Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. LinkedIn is my best friend. I use it a lot. You know, I'm in a B2B
Yeah,
business.
that's useful.
So, you know, I need to be reaching out to business owners, and LinkedIn is a great way for me to see them and them to
Yeah.
see me, and look at my profile to see who I've worked with in the past and those testimonials. That works really well. Then I think second to that would be Facebook.
Okay.
because I run a local networking group and because I'm part of other business groups on Facebook, it's a really casual and friendly way to build my profile to let people know what I'm doing. Twitter, it's okay for me. Instagram, I like doing just because I like taking photos as well. You know, I really enjoy that
Instagram
fun
is
side
lovely.
of it. I'm not expecting any business from it, but I like doing it.
Do you follow anyone in particular in terms of articles?
I follow quite a few people. I can't really name any.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
from
enough.
different industries, because as a business owner, I like following other business owners. I like following London-based businesses, but I also like following female founders because that's one of my passions, you know, to find out what other women in business are doing. Because there's a lot of talk around female founders at the moment, and we're doing fantastically well. But I think there's still a long way for us to go. So, you know, even just to be able to support by reading their articles and, you know, liking them, it's just something small
Of
that
course,
I can contribute to.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. It was lovely to have you here today.
Thank you.